Technically a remote detachment of Edwards Air Force Base, Area 51 has become one of the most widely known and widely believed conspiracies. Officially known as Homey Airport or Groom Lake by the CIA, the site that has been dubbed Area 51 has been known to the public, at least technically, since roughly around the 1950s. For decades, the reality of the secret facility was denied strongly. It wasn't until June 25, 2013, that the CIA formally acknowledged the base and declassified several documents that detailed its history and some of the projects that had been worked on there. All of this came about because of a Freedom of Information Act that was filed in 2005, which means it took 8 years for them to even get to it. So let's take a moment to discuss some of the history, myths, and conspiracies of this black site that have finally been revealed. Located in Nevada, roughly 83 miles away from Las Vegas, the site known as Area 51 is located on the southern shore of the Salt Lake Flats known as Groom Lake, which is used as a massive airfield. The CIA first moved into Groom Lake and established the Groom Lake Test Facility there in 1955 for a project titled Aquatone. Groom Lake was used to test the Lockheed U-2, which was a high-altitude, all-purpose recon plane that was nicknamed the Dragon Lady. The plane itself would go on to see extensive use during the Cold War by both the Air Force and CIA, and would be used as a basis for several other planes in military service. The base's remote location meant that the secret project would have privacy, and the Salt Flats would provide a perfect natural runway. Following the establishment of their airfield, the CIA also began to set up an actual base for those working on the project, as well as those who would provide the security for the base. Of course, this being a secret project, most of the living conditions were subpar at best. For a little while, the Lockheed's designer began calling the area Paradise Ranch, hoping that the false name would trick people into wanting to work there. It was in 1959 that the project Oxcart began, which honestly sounds a little boring. The project was focused on anti-radar and aerodynamic structures, which doesn't sound very cool for conspiracy theories. Eventually, the development of the Lockheed A-12 would begin, the precursor to the Blackbird. It was in the beginning of Project Oxcart that the CIA and Air Force decided that the Groom Lake facilities were vastly under-equipped for the amount of people and research that was taking place there. So it was in 1960 that Project 51 began, and the next 4 years were dedicated to expanding the Area 51 site. The runways were extended, buildings were repaired, and long-term housing was set up. Security was also beefed up, and the few civilian-owned mining companies that were there in the area were shut down. It is possible that this is where the first true conspiracies began to take root. According to the declassified documents, several more airplanes and drones would be developed at Area 51 over the decades, and as time went on, the base would also be updated. Of course, none of this would be known to the public until 2013. However, people were of course aware of the base, or at least that something belonging to the government was happening in Nevada. Over the course of several decades, the amount of conspiracies that have been linked back to Area 51 is staggering. While some of the theories turned out to be roughly true, such as the government working on prototype aircraft and propulsion systems, many of the theories usually involve alien life forms of some kind. All of this began in 1947, when a supposed weather balloon crashed at a farmhouse just outside Roswell, New Mexico. People claimed to have seen strange lights and flying discs in the sky. When questioned by it, the government told the people that it was no more than a weather balloon. Of course, this was seen as a cover-up, and the belief is that the crashed balloon was in fact an alien craft. Many UFOologists believe that the government moved the crashed alien craft to Area 51, where they would study it and its pilots. Now, this was in 1947, but according to the declassified reports, what we know as Area 51 wasn't truly established until 1955. While Groom Lake did serve as an auxiliary Air Force base during World War II in 1942, it was not built up as we know it today. Or was it? It was around the year 2000 that the US military actually declassified a report that detailed a Project Mogul, which was a top-secret atomic espionage project that linked to the Roswell crash. So people's suspicions were not unfounded. Following along the alien theory line, many people believe that Area 51 actually has alien life forms on site, whether from the Roswell crash or other alien landings throughout the United States. The theories range from the government dissecting bodies to the aliens meeting and working alongside us in some capacity. Some believe that the site is used to work on alien viruses and experiment with their technology. The theories go on, from the site being used to fake the moon landing to time travel, weather control, and teleportation. Some believe that Area 51 is the place from where the world is actually secretly run by a shadowy organization such as the Illuminati. But we all know that isn't any of these things, as the CIA has released the documents, people. They've told us the truth. Or at least they've told us the truth they want us to believe. Thank you for watching this video today, and if you enjoyed it, be sure to give the video a like and leave a comment in the section down below. And if you enjoyed this video and want more, subscribe to the channel for more videos about myth, lore, and tales of Earth. And if you want to find more of me, you can find me at my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/DanTStreamer. I will see you all next time.